Jai Gurudev. We'll talk about Brahmacharya today. Brahma means infinite, ultimate. Charya means one who walks on the path of the ultimate, one who walks on the path of the infinity. Now, what does that mean? You know, we all have two minds within us. One is a small mind, another is a big mind. The nature of the small mind is anger, irritation, frustration, being lustful, jealousy, hatred. This is the nature of the small mind. The nature of the big mind is love, joy, happiness, compassion, encouragement, friendliness, courage. So, Brahmacharya is the path where we always look at our big mind, where we deal with things, deal with ourselves and the surrounding environment, deal with people, situation, and things, and deal with ourselves with a big mind. So, not getting involved in very small things, thinking big. This world, what we see is just the illusion. So we always get caught up in very small little things. We get attached to it. We get greedy at one point of time. We get anger. We become a slave to our ego. So brahmachari or brahmacharya is the path where we transcend all these things and think big. There is something bigger than these small little things that we get stuck in. Now, how do we come to this understand? The tool for brahmachari is the Gayatri mantra. Why Gayatri mantra is because we all have three qualities within us. One is the sattva gun, next is rajogun, and next is the tamasic gun. The nature of the tamasic gun is, as I said, aggression, anger, violence, laziness. Rajasic gun is wanting something, being restless, feverish, greedy. Sattva is being in knowledge, being happy, being in knowledge. To transcend all these three qualities and to get established in the fourth state, we call it the Turiya, is called the Brahmacharya. Often we get stuck in these three things. Notice even if we get in moment we get stuck in Sattva, again we fall back to Rajas, again, and then we fall back to Tamasic good. So balancing these three qualities within us, these three qualities are needed. Without tamas, we can't sleep. Without rajas, there is no activity. Without sattva, there is no purity or knowledge. So balancing these three gunas, the qualities within us, and raising above it is brahmachari or brahmacharya. Often we think brahmacharya is just for practicing celibacy. Now that is one aspect of it. There is one energy within our body. And that energy, especially when a kid goes to reaches his teenage years, there will be hormonal balance. We'll have to respect our body's biological demands. But when we get stuck in it, then we tend to lose a vital spiritual energy. So that is one aspect of it, being raising above the bodily consciousness, the conjugal means. So raising above it is one aspect of it, not only the physically but also mentally, dealing with world, dealing with challenges, having a smile on the face, having that calmness and pleasantness, and practicing spiritualities, practicing sadhana, seva, satsang. So brahmachari is one who's like a child. Often we get stuck in something past, and that past creates a lot of baggage within us, that emotional baggage within us. So for a brahmachari, every moment is new, every moment is fresh. So he's able to enjoy every moment on the planet with that newness, with that freshness. Gurudev always says this, the sun is millions of years old, but every day we get new sunshine, isn't it so? The river keeps flowing for lakhs, the millions of years it's been flowing, the river Ganga, Kaveri, but every moment the water is fresh. So similarly, even though this body is old, this mind and consciousness is old, to see this life in that freshness every moment is a brahmacharya. Now how do we do it? Because we often get enslaved to ego, attachment, sex, All these things. Now, how do we do it? One is being very active. Brahmachari not only does sadhana, but he has to devote some time in seva. So when he devotes some time in physical activities, then these small little things don't bother him. No? And with the presence of Guru in his life, this automatically happens. The sublimation of that one energy from sexual energy into bliss automatically happens. So when we are strong from within, when we are devoted to seva, when we are thinking big, then brahmacharya happens automatically. Now, often we think that only people who are not married, who are single, can be a brahmachari. No, the moderation is the key. One who is moderate is also a brahmachari. You can be married, but still, if you practice moderation in all your activities, then again you're on the path of brahmacharya. So Bhagavad Gita says, Yuktahara viharasya yukta teshtasya karma. Yukta swapnavabhodasya yogo bhavati karma. So yukta means moderation, regulation in your eating habits, in your entertainment, in your leisure, and in your work, in your seva and rest. Yukta cheshtasya, yukta swapna, in your sleep and also activity. If we can maintain that moderation, then Krishna says, then you're a brahmachari.